been with me before, my name is Stella, and I paint and draw some of my own tarot cards, and it's been a truly amazing journey. So I just want to do a couple of what I call housekeeping things with you just before we start, if you can just stay with me. So first of all, I've had a little bit of problem with my phone recording. So let me just check. So sometimes the sound is a little bit crackly, or if I bring an image up, sometimes it pixelates, but the problem is I can't see that happening my side. So I do apologize, so just bear with me with that. The other thing that I do is that I've got my zodiac cards here, all the zodiac signs, and every week, if possible, if I have the time, I do a what is he thinking and feeling about you right now, specifically with your zodiac sign, which is a very, very popular question. So do check on those maybe in the previous weeks and in the coming weeks as well. So just to let you know that I'm from the UK and I actually reside in Italy. So we've got a little Italian spin on this as well. So what we're asking is, should you tell them how you feel? So we've got pile 1 is longing and desire. Pile 2 is a beautiful face. And pile 3 is loving yourself. Okay. So it's quite interesting, these cards, because they're all to do with mirrors, all to do with your reflection. So just take your time and choose a card. Okay, so let's go to pile 1. So the question we're doing today for you, pile 1, is should you tell them how you feel? Now, just as I'm shuffling, every relationship coach, and you can check the relationship coach in the links below, will tell you, don't tell them how you feel. And it's really, really, really hard for all the women that are watching, for us not to tell somebody how we feel. Okay, now I said all the women that were watching, switch up the genders as you need to, because I have some same-sex people watching and stuff like that. So every relationship coach would tell you, never tell them how you feel. All right, it's female to male or female energy to male energy. And it's really hard for us, isn't it? Because we have such a burning desire, because if a man tells us how they feel, or if a person tells us how they feel about us, it really triggers love inside of us. But apparently if it's the female to male energy, it doesn't work. All right, it doesn't work. But I'm sort of feeling, you know, not every single scenario is the same. So would it actually improve the connection in any way if you told them how you feel? So let's have a look. Pile 1. Should you tell them how you feel? So this is your emotion, this is about what you want, etc., etc., etc. Okay, pile 1. Should they tell them how they feel? We get the moon card straight away. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? You've got so many cards here about secrecy. Okay. So you've got the moon card, which is really strong. You've got romantic regrets, which is, you know, nostalgia, thinking, and you've got the high priestess, which is the moon and the high priestess are really, really powerful. We've got collaboration in reverse here. And then we've got the love card here. So I'm going to have to pull a few more cards because it's not concrete at the moment. Should they tell them how they feel? Should they tell them how they feel? Let's just see this end one here. I'm just going to put a card in between here. Let's have a look. The lady who waits here, 3 of Wands. Strange. Not getting a concrete story here yet. My cards have been very strange lately. Wow, okay. Okay. Better. Well, this is getting really, really interesting. So, what I feel is, for pile 1, is that there's been something in your history, okay, where there's been maybe an altercation, or someone's let you down, or they're not collaborating with you anymore, or they didn't appreciate or value you in some way, or you have that feeling. It's very strong here. And then we've got the Moon card, and I'm sort of feeling a separation. And I think what they're saying, the cards are saying, is you have to consider your history before you tell them how you feel. I feel like they're trying to say, I almost feel like they're trying to say, is this person worthy of you saying how you feel about them? All right, so I feel it's a very strong message for you, because we've got the Justice card, which can be about reconciliation, but it also can be about the person in question who you want to tell your feelings to, recognizing what they've done wrong. Because I feel like with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, they haven't been very supportive of you in the past. Now, tell me about this. This is looking much better, though. I'm wondering, Tower. Just as it was looking much better, but maybe this is what's needed, the Tower, in this scenario. So we've got over here kind of secrets, like if you guys have had an altercation or you've been separated in some way, that, we've got the Moon card, and the Moon is about the unspoken, and the Moon is about the hidden. The Moon is about the unknown. The Moon is about uncharted waters. The Moon is about sometimes upset, pain and suffering. We've got the High Priestess here. And I think it's saying you should tell them how you feel in order to kind of shift some dynamic in you, right? I'm going to find out how that shift goes, but I feel like you telling them how you feel is not a small thing, because I don't know who you're telling it to. As I said, it could be a past relationship. If it's a new relationship, it could be over here, something's happened in the past when you revealed your feelings or something like that, and it hasn't worked out for you here. So I see this as a stalling block. Here it's saying yes, but I feel like when you tell them, there's a lot of shock when you tell them. All right, so I don't know, as I said, if you're in a crush situation, this is going to be very, very shocking for them. But I do see success here, okay, because we've got the 6 of Wands, so I see you in a very strong position, but it will be very shocking for the person to hear what you've got to say. Now, if I said to you, you've got 6 months to live, okay, would you want to tell that person how you feel? Like the whole thing. I remember a friend said to me once, we weren't in a lot of contact at the time, in this friend, and so she gave me a story about how she'd met this guy and totally fell in love with him, and she just wrote the whole thing out, how she felt about him. She loved his smile, she loved his hair, she loved the way that he walked, just everything, and she never heard from him again. But people are never they never not like to hear that. They just maybe can't handle, if the feelings aren't reciprocated, to have a relationship with you. But wow, what a compliment. And also, if you don't mind me just saying, jumping on here, must be in a chatty mood tonight. I was on my bike outside a supermarket one day, stuffing my face with crisps, not a care in the world, and this really young, beautiful man walked up to me. I mean, he was so beautiful, like an angel. Now, I'm nearly in my 60s, and he asked for my number. I mean, and I, was really shocked. I mean, so shocked. And eventually, I didn't say no straight away. I said thank you. I thanked him very much for asking for my number and stuff like that. And I said, I'm sorry, it's not possible. There's obviously a very big age gap here. And he walked away and he looked a little bit sad, and I almost wanted to run after him and say, look, don't ever feel bad that you've given me such a beautiful compliment today that made me skip home and made me feel so beautiful and alive, So I feel like it can never be a bad thing. But if you're wanting a relationship, if you're gonna, sorry guys, if you're gonna say something like this, you have to be prepared for them to not respond and the relationship not to be moved forward. Because when male energy hears that sort of information, generally, okay, they want to run for the hills. Yes, it's a compliment, but they're like, oh my gosh, she wants to marry me, and now I'm trapped, okay? But it is suggesting you would have quite a successful outcome, but it would be very, very, very shocking for them. So let me see what the shock is about. Oh my goodness me. Well, you are just going to open the lid on their passion and desire. Maybe passion and desire that they didn't even know they had in them, right? Maybe a passion and desire that they can't control. I've got this amazing card. It's the 7 of Cups here. Can you see that? That is apparently a monster coming out of a cup, right? The person's laying on the ground, covering their eyes, all right? And 9 of Cups. This is sheer bliss, joy, and happiness. I think you could absolutely tear down and open up such a powerful passion in them, all right, that they're not even going to be in control of, which could be slightly destructive for them, so if they're in their life in a certain situation, especially if they're in a committed relationship, because a lot of my readers like people or have connections with people in committed relationship, this could be very, very turbulent for them to hear this. Now, what we do have over here is, again, some sort of success here. And after the shock, the really deep shock, we've got this lovely Ace of Cups with the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. So there is a wind situation here, slightly third party sort of energy coming in here. There could be some waiting here, I feel. Now, the 3 of Wands is traditionally about moving forward, but I feel with this particular card, yes, they want to move forward with you with a cup of love if you tell them. But there's a sense here that I'm just sort of feeling like someone's in a committed relationship here, or they want you, but they can't move towards you easily without there being a problem. Why is that? I swear I'm the queen of third party here. Why is that? And with this card also, I'm sort of feeling like they have everything that they want, and to be with you is extra. That's the sort of feeling I hear with this card. There's just this slight struggle here all the way through this reading. Maybe that's why you haven't told them how you feel, because there is a struggle. Yeah, so there's definitely this energy here. They want to come forward. They want to give you their cup of love, and they might indeed give you their cup of love, but they've got to do something somewhere maybe hurting somebody else, maybe coming towards you, they've got to let somebody else go, or they don't want people to know, or something like that. And they've got to tread very, very carefully with this balance card, okay? And I'm just being told for some of you, I feel like for some of you, they know how you feel, and you're kind of a hidden person in their life. You're kind of their secret, all right? There is this energy of being kind of blissed out with this understanding, but there's not a huge amount of movement forward here. This is the problem. Energetically, yes, but not a huge amount of movement forward. So let's jump ahead a few months. Let's say in 3 months' time. In 3 months' time, what does this look like? In 3 months' time, what does this look like? Wow, okay, so we've got the Emperor and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. There is a forward motion, but it's slow. But it's solid and it's very considered. And I feel like he feels a very powerful attraction to you. They kind of want to do things in the right way, okay? They want to build the foundations of this connection in the right way. So let me just see. So what are their thoughts? So very positive cards up here. It's very slow moving though. I'm sorry if that frustrates you. What are these thoughts when you tell him? Well, we know he's having a tower moment, and we know you unleashed the beast in him. So beautiful thoughts, actually. So this real thought of life changing, of life looking good, of life looking hopeful and magical, and dreams can come true and all that sort of thing. Lovely, with the Star card here. And we've got the Four of Wands here as well. A lot of stability, wanting, as I said, wanting to build. Actually, the Star cards come out in reverse. So let me just see here. So again, feeling hopeful about the future, feeling dreams can come true. But I feel like, because it's in reverse, I didn't see that first. Maybe they feel like they need to pinch themselves, you know, because they can see the horizons with you and they can see the goal with you, but I feel like there's part that they don't quite believe, you know, it doesn't seem really real. And we've got this lovely Four of Wands card, which is about having a great relationship. You know, I feel like there's a sense of coming home with you here, and like you're waiting, which is rather beautiful. So overall, a beautiful story. It has its obstacles. I just thought, why are they so shocked? Let me just see why they're so shocked. Why are they so shocked? Because I think where you're concerned, they've got their logical brain on, and they maybe weren't prepared for that journey, and it's them kind of coming out of their comfort zone. It could be that this person doesn't really delve into their emotions very much, and you certainly soften them by revealing what you want to say, and they certainly are crossing an emotional barrier in order to come towards you. So yeah, so overall positive. So don't shoot the messenger, okay? But very, very interesting journey. So do leave a comment and let me know how this resonates for you. And also just quickly say, I do a lot of private readings. A lot of my watchers are my clients, and we do have quite a phenomenal time with the level of accuracy in the private readings. So you can just jump onto Etsy and look at the prices there, and you can just pay directly through PayPal if you wish, and it's about 2 to 4 day turnaround depending on my energy and my day job, etc, etc. So thank you so much, and it's Ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao. so let's go to pile 2. So the question is, should you tell them how you feel? And as I said in pile 1, relationships with coaches will always say, never tell them how you feel. Female energy to male energy. Because they don't receive it, it doesn't ignite them. All right, so women will write long love letters in order to try and ignite someone's passions and desire. But men actually get ignited through being seen to be very accomplished, seen to be a great provider, seen to be obviously very attractive, seen to be a great lover, seen to be a great problem solver. Those things ignite. So if you approach a man to sort of say, okay, could you fix this for me? I have a problem, can you fix it? They immediately want to go in solution mode. All right. If they feel that they can, that you can rely on them in some way, and you admire their intelligence, their work, their financial situation, whatever it is, when I say admire their financial situation, I'm not saying like buy me this, buy me that, just saying like just being very impressed in the way that they are building their security, that triggers desire. Now, women, we get really, really triggered romantically by someone saying, you're beautiful, you're exceptional, you're the only one, I'm totally in love with you, I'm totally devoted to you. Doesn't quite work in reverse most of the time. So let's have a look. Should you tell them how you feel? Should you tell them how you feel? Should you tell them how you feel? Pile 2. Oh, a lot of bedrooms here, a lot of bedroom scenes here. Should you tell them how you feel? Oh, that's better. Wow, we've got this beautiful lovers card down here. Now I've got 2 bed scenes. So I'm feeling a lot of intimacy with this connection. I'm really surprised at the cards, actually. The answer is yes, you should. But there's worry over here. Let me just find out if that's them or you. I feel by telling them they wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Now let me just see if that's worry or excitement. Is it worry? If you told them, is it worry or is it excitement? Oh, that's so funny. Got very, very balanced card. I think it's a bit of both. Okay, because I feel you telling them would bring a very successful outcome, and I don't want to underestimate the success of actually doing this, which is really surprising to me after I just said, no, don't do it. I also feel like, depending on your situation and their situation, it would bring a closure in whatever cycles are going on in both of your lives in order for you to be together. Wow, I'm quite surprised and shocked at this. There is a little bit of kind of, I feel like, you know, like when you're falling for someone and you're telling each other you can't quite believe it's happening. I feel like there's a little bit of, did they really mean it, or did she really mean it, or does he really mean it? You know, there's a little bit of guarding and protecting yourself here as you move to become lovers on the outcome of this. Here we've got the lovers here. Lovers is more than just having sex. It's about recognizing this beautiful magic that you're now sharing with each other and now accepting from each other, all right, and acknowledging from each other. So really, really beautiful, strong cards. So we've got the World card and the 6 and the Lovers, together in this, which is your major arcana cards, which are the most prominent in this reading. So while there's a little bit of worry and excitement, can't sleep at night, while there's a little bit of gosh, is this really happening? You know, can I show my emotions and this sort of thing? There's this really powerful other energy between you of coming together. I mean, really, 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 really strong. And what I love at the end of this reading, this is a very positive reading. What I love at the end of this reading is we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, right? The 7 and the 8. So what's happening here is that there's this wonderful building for the future, of investing in the future, of potentially getting into some sort of routine with each other, and during your sort of work day and enjoying building something together. Sorry, I just got distracted by another thought. They're very focused on you, extremely focused on this connection. And what I have here is a lovely collaboration between the two of you with the Seven of Pentacles. All right, really harmoniously sort of discussing your future, sorting out any obstacles, but in a really collaborative way, in a very relaxed and beautiful way together. So this is a yes. Wow, this is a yes. So the tarot cards are saying everything different from the from the relationship coaches. When you tell someone how you feel, I suppose it depends on what scenario. If they've told you and they're waiting for you to tell them, that's different. If you've been harboring this for a long time and, you know, you've just been scared to say it, you know, this is very positive. If they have no knowledge that how you feel about them, you know, there's lots of different scenarios, but it's a very positive outcome, and it brings you together, and it does evoke a sense of love. So I just want to have a little bit more of a look into this. King of Pentacles, Justice, nice, lovely, wow. So here we've got with the Lovers, we've got kind of a workplace scenario for some of you, but for others it's about really valuing each other's skills and attributes and things like that. They might admire you in a professional capacity, and for others it's about building a home and building some solid foundation together. Very, very strong, intense energies here, beautiful, around the Lovers. This is full on love. This is full on love. Up here, again, we've got the King of Pentacles here, above the Four of Pentacles. Now, the weird thing is, in the tarot, they're almost the same cards, because the King of Pentacles is the man sitting in the Four of Pentacles. And there's a lot of focus on finances around here. Pentacles, 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 Pentacles. There's a lot of finances, a lot of positive finances here, building for the future. And we've got this lovely Justice card. So there seems to be a sense of restoration in your life or in their life or in your connection, restoring what is rightfully yours again. So it could be Pentacles again. I do see a hint of legal stuff here for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. It's kind of popping up a little bit separate, but there's a lovely restoration energy here, and it's a major arcana again. So I feel like if you felt you've had losses in your life, or they felt they've had losses in their life, it's as though the universe is restoring back to you what is rightfully yours. We've got those lovely scales, a lovely balance, the scales there. Oh, and then we've got the Hanged Man. Or is it the Hangman's Chariot? Yes. So we've got the Hanged Man here. So there's definitely this real energy of balance here. All right, coming in. And this is something a little bit more about the Hanged Man than just looking at things in a different perspective. The Hangman is about having a viewpoint, but on this particular card, it can be a little bit of inactivity. So the Four of Pentacles is a little bit of inactivity. It's not a massive leap forward. So what am I saying? Let me make myself clear. the intensities between you is very, very, very strong. But I feel with the Pentacles, you're going to build, boom, like this. All right, nice and steady. You're going to build together on the back of you revealing your feelings. And there's this sense of kind of digging for treasure. Not that it's hard to find in your connection, but kind of having to work, not at you two, but having to work in a way that's very pleasurable about building something together, all right? So there's definitely a sense of pleasure in this, but it's not I told him, we've moved in together, we're married, we've had children, it's not that sort of energy. It's a much more softer, it's a much more paced connection. Now, I don't know why, but they've just asked me to ask the cards or to tell you, is there any obstacles that you should be looking out for here? Right, so I just got a tap on the shoulder to just see what the obstacles are here. There might be a little bit of an obstacle. I see you two very harmonious together, but a little bit of an obstacle. Okay, so I think we've got it. So what I've got here is an energy of separation. So I don't know whether you've been separated and it's a reconciliation, or either you or them are going through a separation with somebody else. It's very positive for you because there's a 1 in a million card here, okay, which is beautiful. And this is about them really valuing who you are in really beautiful and sensuous moments here. And then we've got this separation. So I feel like someone's got to move through a separation energy or balance between maybe being separated and then coming back together again. All right, so there's a couple of scenarios there. But overall, really, really, really positive, very beautiful, I love the energy, very steady, a lot of loyalty here. That's what I'm feeling in this connection. A lot of loyalty going on, which is really great. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you would like a private reading, do jump onto Etsy and have a look. You can have a look at the prices there. You don't need to pay on Etsy. If you don't have an account, you can just let me know and pay by PayPal. And it takes around between 2 to 4 days to actually do that. Okay, so thank you so much. And it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.